I don't think they learn about how to actually train. I feel like they just watch like Instagram videos and they just copy that as soon as they get there, but they don't know like how to translate that into actual gains. Or progression. Yeah.
I think part of that is, just like you mentioned, they think a lot of what they want to do, but they don't actually put it into play. So they have all these ideas. It's like for pretty much anything.
Yeah.
I think the biggest thing is just getting out there and working out. It's like when you haven't worked out in a while, the first step is getting to the gym.
Yeah, but then you've got like soccer moms who show up and they do the same thing every time they go to the gym.
Well, soccer moms, they just go to Pilates.
Yeah, or that, or just high schoolers, and they don't ever like progress.
Yeah.
They just keep doing the same thing, and it feels like they're working out, but they're not getting any stronger because they're not adding weight. It's been 3 months, and they're still at the same weight. They're still trying to bench, I don't know, like 320, and they're doing like 2 reps, and they've been doing that.
A lot of ego lifting.
A lot of ego lifting, yeah. But with no, I mean, I guess ego lifting's fine if you can progress off of it.
Yeah.
Like do more later on, yeah.
So is that what you see? A lot of people ego lifting, not really progressing towards that, next stage?
I think in this day and age of social media, yeah, you see somebody on Instagram who's already jacked, you see what they're doing, these guys are just trying to mimic that, like kids and people who don't know what they're doing, they just mimic that and they don't know what it does or how it's going to help them.
Okay.
Yeah.
So who do you put most of the blame on? Because like you said, a lot of these people that want to get in shape or maybe, want to do what you're doing, want to be, a bodybuilder at some point. Do you think it's mostly on these influencers that are putting these high expectations, or do you think it's their own fault? Because I feel like it's a combination of both.
It is a combination of both, man. These influencers, by the way, they're trying to like sell plans. They want to be personal trainers.
Yeah.
What people don't know only helps those influencers.
Yeah.
So exactly. So it's also the other side of the coin. People, if they don't do their research, they don't know if what they're seeing is bullshit or not.
Yeah.
They've got to look at more stuff and then analyze that and see, or actually ask themselves, oh, I did what that guy did on Instagram. Is it working? Am I getting stronger?
Yeah.
So it's kind of a give and take. I mean, even I'm thinking about taking advantage and trying to sell like workout plans to people who don't know what they're doing.
But you can't get too greedy, bro. You can't be too
greedy. But everyone's
greedy.
doing it, bro. Everyone
does do it.
Yeah.
Growing up, and now, thank God, I kind of have this knowledge where, I feel like a lot of people are bullshitting, like the influencers. I feel like a lot of people just think working out alone is enough to get them from point A, which is, let's say they're fat as fuck, to point B, to like at least looking respectable body-wise. But diet, like nobody ever talks about diet.
Yeah, bro. I'll see these videos on, because I only get workout stuff on my Instagram. So I'll see these, sorry, what do you call them, dude?
What do you mean?
On Instagram, Reels. I'll see Reels, but it'll just be somebody who's like fat as shit, like 400 plus pounds. And it'll be them like, it'll be an inspirational video of them going to the gym. And the whole time I'm watching the video, I'm like, oh, this is really cool. I really hope they do something about it. But I'm like, you don't become 400 pounds for no reason. Like, you're eating so much fucking food, and you're not going to lose any weight if you don't stop those bad eating habits.
Yeah. You know what it is? These infomercials that I'm sure you've seen it. I can't think of any off the top of my head, but I know they're out there where it shows like this like piece of equipment, and it shows this client going from 400 down to 230. And it makes it seem like it's just this equipment doing this.
Yeah.
When in reality, there's no way you can go from 400 to 220 just off of a normal diet.
Or or pills, dude, or something
you
just
like,
take.
Like how you've been eating to get to that 400 pounds. I guarantee you didn't just continue the same way you're eating, and now all of a sudden you got this piece of equipment, now you're down 150 pounds.
But it's funny
you had to have changed.
It's funny that you say that, because that's how people view creatine. People think you take creatine and you just melt fat and grow muscle, because they have no idea what it actually does. I don't think there's anything you can just take. There's no magic pill that you can take to just burn fat and gain muscle. It's obviously, like we're saying, it's diet and exercise.
It's everything.
Yeah.
It's everything. And also, I think the thing that you need to eliminate completely is like alcohol.
Yeah.
Beers is terrible for you, obviously. But also one thing that people don't take into account is, let's say you want to go out with the boys, you want to drink some beers or alcohol. That's not going to help. But what people don't talk about is after you get fucked up and you get drunk, what are you going to want to get at 2 a.m. and then again at 8 in the morning, you're going to want Taco Bell, or you're going to want some fatty meal. So not only is it terrible just from the carbs alone, from the beers and all that shit, because let's say you get some mixies in there, there's a lot of sugar, a lot of just stuff that isn't
calories. Yeah.
Calories, exactly. And then not only that, what, you're gonna drink? You're not gonna be hungry. You're gonna be starving. Like, come on, like any normal person that's drank, what, you're gonna just go to sleep hungry? Like, you're starving.
Dude, there's another component of that, though. It's what if you just worked out that day and you worked out hard with the boys, and then you guys go out to drink that night?
It cancels itself out.
You think your body's building muscle when it's got alcohol in your system?
Exactly. It cancels out. If anything, it doesn't, because it's more the alcohol more negatively, like, I don't know what the word is.
I don't know the science behind it either.
Me neither.
But like, it does stunt any muscle growth or any fixing or recovery of the muscle.
Yeah.
It's just not your body's priority.
Yeah.
And you also miss out on those gains. It's not like it delays it. So later on, it's gone now. And the other thing is sleep. Nobody talks about sleep.
Sleep is super important.
Dude, apparently, no, you need 8 hours of sleep.
At least.
To build muscle. Like, I found this out. You need this sleep, man. And people think they can train hard and then not get sleep. Because if they're going to the gym all the time and they're working, I imagine maybe they're not getting a lot of sleep. But what they don't realize is they're canceling out their gains if you don't get 8 hours of sleep.
Well, I think you told me your muscles need time to grow.
Yeah.
And to rest. It needs proper rest for it to give it a go again at the gym. Because it's essentially like without getting your sleep, it's like essentially telling your muscles, hey, work out and then work out right after and then work out right after. Your muscles will tear, like you'll get hurt in a way. So
it's all about recovery. Yeah,
it's about recovery.
You're not going to recover if you don't get sleep, because that's when the recovery happens.
Sleeping is essential recovery. I mean, you can either do nothing or you can get some sleep, and that way your cognitive instincts are functioning when you wake up.
So I mean, these are the fundamental things that most people don't understand, and it's the reason why they don't make gains. It's that simple. There's a lifestyle that they live, and they want to keep it. It's drinking, partying, and that is going to stop them from gaining.
I'd say those aren't things that you can find those stuff on the internet, right? Like the components that is required to get gains. Exactly.
Yeah.
Now those things aren't hard to do, but it's hard to do over time to stay disciplined.
Are you kidding me? Yeah, it is.
Over time. Like, you can eat healthy for a week. You can get good night's sleep for a couple weeks. You can do all those things for however time you like, but to do it over months and years, that's the hard part.
And people don't realize like that's what you're signing up for if you really are embarking on, trying to do some crazy transformation. Yeah. It's like the rest of your life is now good dieting and training hard.
That's why I hate when people do we get flack for this, but 75 hard. It's like, dude, what's the point? Like, okay, you do the 75 hard. If you're gonna do 75 hard, it better be forever, because you're just gonna revert back to your old self. I think
you make a good point. Yeah. Although there's this guy I'm following, he's doing 75 hard, and also Sammy, he said he did it.
But the thing with you is you're actually, you're doing the 75 hard, but it's something that you've already been doing. It's something that you want to keep doing.
Yeah, it's still to put an end.
It's a continuation.
To something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, exactly. Although I will say this guy, and I think, but that's part of the point of that, isn't it? Like, if you spend 75 days doing the same thing, you're probably building a habit that you will be able to keep.
That's what I'm thinking. But most people, they do that and they're like, all right, time to eat cheeseburgers again.
That's crazy. Hopefully people, when they're finished with that, they build those habits.
But do you actually think they'll do that?
Depends. I don't know. Depends on how hard they win, I guess. Because some people fucking take it serious.
75 hard, I agree. But I think afterwards, I don't think they take it that serious. I think they do as more as a challenge. It's like when people eat spicy stuff, they eat it and, oh, wow, I got an accomplishment. It doesn't mean they're going to eat spicy wings for the rest of their lives. I think they do it more so for the challenge.
You're right. No, because there's another thing with bodybuilding. I've done 4-month diets where I'm eating 1,500 calories or less. It's been much less before. I've eaten 800 calories in a day. And what happens is after those 4 months, I look amazing. I did it. And you're exactly right. It's very easy because your body's like, nah, bro, you got to eat now.
Yeah.
You got to eat. You got to drink. We just want dopamine. So do all the bad shit. So it's very easy to get back into those bad habits, especially when you force yourself to do it. When it was really aggressive, Does that make sense?
Because your body knows what it's like to eat, you know, Carl's Jr. every other day.
Yeah.
Or that's an extreme example, but maybe it's not even that bad. Your body always wants to revert back to a comfortable state. And doing what you're doing is not a comfortable state.
It's not.
Your body's always looking to, and that's why, you know, you see a burger, like when you're crossing the highway, you see it on an ad, your stomach gets a little hungry. When you see a burger on the street, you get a little hungry. And even then, when you're, you know, I've done this when I fasted. I'm on TikTok and I naturally gravitate towards these food, like kind of reels or food TikToks.
Yeah.
Your body's always going to want to revert back to a comfortable state.
Exactly. And it also depends on how harsh you dieted. If you dieted super harsh, you're going to rebound super harsh.
Yeah.
But if you spend you spend a whole year just gradually eating at a small calorie deficit, you might not even notice it. Your body won't even notice it. You'll just be losing fat and it won't feel like you've been starving, and you won't rebound because it was there was no shock to the system, crazy shock to the system.
I think that's the best way to go about it, because I've, you know, met some people from work that are maybe, for a lack of a better word, fat. And I tell them about my fasting ways, and, you know, is fasting the frequency that I do super healthy? Maybe not, but I'd say, you know, probably like once a month doesn't hurt, right? Now, these people hear that and they think, oh, I should start fasting. I'm like, slow down, kid. Like, fasting for like someone that's
I don't understand how you're so good at it, man. Yeah, I don't understand how you're able to.
I don't know. It just takes some time. It takes, you know, over time, you just kind of
but you gotta
get
mentally,
better. It's a lot of mental, dude. It's a lot of mental. But my point is, I wouldn't recommend to those people that don't work out very often or don't eat healthy, because guess what? They fast after 2 days. What do you think they're going to want to eat after a 2-day fast or a 1-day fast?
Yeah.
They're going to want to eat a double bacon cheeseburger from fucking Freddy's or some shit.
And then they took like 5 steps back.
They take 2 steps forward and 5 steps back.
Yeah.
Now, like, let's say you work out a little bit, you eat a little healthy. Now, instead of wanting a double bacon cheeseburger at Freddy's, you may want just like a whole wheat sandwich or something with like turkey. Now, obviously, it's a little bit of carbs, but a lot better than a fucking double bacon cheeseburger.
Yeah. So I think that's just the problem with some people, and I think that's why they'll never get in shape. They just don't understand these concepts, and they're not willing to do it the right way.
I think also those kind of people, they're not very disciplined. Obviously, how they got there was a complete lack of discipline.
Yeah.
So I think just fat people are just terribly disciplined people.